What's up, everyone? Today we have arrived in New York City. It is our first time here, and we waste no time to start exploring. Since it is close to our hotel, we make a beeline for the infamous Trump Tower, a staple of the New York skyline and symbol of the exuberance and excess of wealth and Wall Street. The streets and sidewalks are surprisingly quiet this morning. The old-style New York vibes of these mid-rise buildings surrounded by towering skyscrapers is quite the contrast. Suddenly, there it is, Trump Tower in all of its bronzy glory. We head inside. In the lobby, we are greeted by pinkish opulence. Being hungry, we head downstairs for breakfast of blueberry muffin and chocolate shake. I couldn't finish the chocolate shake. Back on the street, we walk past Tiffany and Company. We continue our journey through the steamy sidewalks to the next target on our list, the famous Plaza Hotel. The Plaza Hotel evokes a feeling of nostalgia from childhood favorites Home Alone and Eloise at the Plaza. We explore the grand hallways and common areas of this hotel, but I forget to check out the front desk area. After our visit to the plaza, we venture out to explore the lush greens of Central Park and walk past these beautiful horse drawn carriages. Wouldn't it be fun to take a date on these? Wandering through the park offers unique perspectives of the surrounding skyscrapers. Hopefully, I don't get mugged around here. With all of the natural beauty, you forget that you are in the middle of a large, wild city full of opulence, excitement, excess, exuberance, and animal spirits. As it starts to rain, we find ourselves back at the Plaza Hotel for lunch and to dry off. I opt for a salad as my stomach hurts from that far too rich breakfast. As the day goes on, we continue exploring the city on foot. In the evening, we find ourselves in Times Square as we make our way to dinner at Havana and then Broadway for tonight's show. Tonight we are seeing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. As you can see, this theater is quite extravagant and there are lots of Harry Potter themed drinks and treats for purchase. I opt for a butterbeer. After the show, we wander back to our hotel via extremely bright Times Square. I thought there would be more aggressive characters out here, but it didn't seem to be as bad as downtown LA or live up to the hype surrounding danger in New York City. Times Square is packed during this time of night, and we see a few wild scenes. After falling asleep to our neighbors' animal noises, the singing of O Come All Ye Faithful, and intermittent bickering, we awake to a new day. Obviously, not much is invested into insulation in these New York buildings. Today we have decided to hop in an Uber and drive over the bridge to check out an aviation enthusiast's paradise. I am talking about the TWA Hotel. Designed in a mid-century modern style, the hotel used to be the terminal for TWA at JFK. After its bankruptcy in 2001, TWA was bought by American Airlines. Today, the TWA Hotel is directly connected to JetBlue's Terminal 5 and owned by MCR Hotels. MCR opened the hotel in 2019. Upstairs, you find flight attendant and pilot fashion on display through the years. Coming full circle, one of my great uncles used to be on the board of directors of TWA. This is the tunnel that leads to Howard Hughes' desk. This looks like a place out of the Jetsons. Upstairs there is a great plane spotting deck, but there is a $25 cover charge to get there. As we make our way back to Manhattan, we pass the unique structures of the New York suburbs. After cleaning up, we head out to dinner at Empire Steakhouse in Times Square and a show. Tonight's performance is a story of love, opulence, and excess. You can't get more New York than The Great Gatsby. I must say, the opulence of the theater is quite fitting, and there are glamorous girls parading up and down in flapper dresses. The story starts out with us looking out over the bay from New York's West Egg to East Egg. Bravo! The show is magnificent with elaborate production values. After another sleep, we are up bright and early to catch the subway to Battery Park on the R Line. The subway isn't as busy as I thought it would be. Today we are catching a boat to the Statue of Liberty.
Orange Jacke und dann 2 weiter.
Thanks to my cousin for joining me on this adventure as we hike to the base of the statue and later visit Ellis Island, where our ancestors entered hundreds of years ago. This is Ellis Island, and we try to look for the Kellys and the Carneys. Afterward, we head for a nice lunch at the Dead Rabbit Irish Pub. Then it is time to walk down Wall Street. I swear I have a picture of me riding the bull, but it doesn't make it into this video. As a finale to our New York adventure, we enjoy a rich dinner at the Gramercy Tavern for my birthday. The next day I walk past Trump Tower and the president seems to be in town. We take one last stroll around the city and through Central Park. We even try a New York City hot dog. It tastes just like any ordinary hot dog. We have just one more thing to do. Go to the top of the Rockefeller Center for an awesome view of the Empire State Building and the city. With that, later I hop back on the New York subway after meeting a friend downtown at Cafe Reggio for one last ride uptown. Disembarking in Times Square, I take one last 15-minute stroll to my hotel. With that, our time in New York comes to a close. Catch you on the fly.